One moment, please. There, that's better. Hey guys, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel. Or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day of the week. Today in this video, I'm going to tell you guys a story about how I thought I witnessed Gabby having a seizure, but she actually wasn't. I was how I believed I was. So a lot of you guys know that just recently last year, we started to notice that Gabby started to have seizures now that she's an old dog. Oh, sorry, I got distracted for a second. And this is a story about how I thought I witnessed her having a seizure, but she actually wasn't. So I'm gonna get started. And if you didn't see, and I did mention this in my top 10 scariest things, as well as the story about Gabby's first ever seizure that we noticed, which I'll link down below if you didn't see that. And I'm gonna get started. So this all started on Monday night. My mom was supposed to come home Monday night, but she ended up staying because she was camping. And then I took Gabby in to go to the bathroom. And then as she walks in, she falls on the floor and it looks like she's having a seizure because her tongue was out. And then I go over, I'm like, Gabby, you okay? And she wasn't even shaking. And I looked around and I couldn't even find any pee or poop on the floor. So I run and grab my Airbnb guest who is living right next door to me. And he comes over and I was like, is everything okay? I'm like, I think Gabby's having a seizure. So I have him come over to help me. And what's weird is he couldn't find any pee or poop on the floor, and neither could I. And we noticed like Gabby was trying to get up, and it was like, and it turned out she had just fallen on the floor because the floor was still wet because I had mopped the floor. And I was so relieved that Gabby was okay because I literally was almost in tears because I thought she was having a seizure. And those are very scary when Gabby has seizures. I'm sure it's scary for anybody who has a dog who is having seizures and stuff. And it just makes very overwhelming. It's very scary, and you think something is going to happen to them and stuff. So I was so glad that Gabby was okay. Okay, and so I just grabbed her and picked her up. Yeah, I saw her legs were moving, and it turned out she just fell on the floor because it was still wet from when I had mopped there. So I pick her up and then put her on the bed to see if she was hurt, but she wasn't. She still was able to kind of move, able to pretty much move around. She was a little bit stiff, but she was still able to move around, which is a good thing. So I slept in my mom's room to keep an eye on her to make sure she was okay. And I was so relieved that she wasn't having a seizure because I do kind of know what to do now that I've experienced her, that I've noticed her seizures more. I do kind of know what to do, but I was a little bit same time I sort of don't know what to do when she has her seizures. So the only thing I can do is just calm her down when she has them. So I was super relieved that she wasn't having a seizure because I don't really always know what to do when she has a seizure. So I hope this teaches you guys how to be aware of when your dogs are having seizures, because it can happen at the least. I mean, you got to keep track of when they happen and everything. And I was so relieved that Gabby wasn't having a seizure, because normally the signs that she's having a seizure is when she pees or poops on the floor when she's falling on the ground and makes this horrible squealing sound, which is so incredibly scary. But it's just always good to be aware if you think your dog is having a seizure. I was so relieved that Gabby wasn't having a seizure. The only thing was it turned out she just fell on the floor because it was still wet from when I had mopped. So I hope you guys learned a lesson from this video about how to be aware of when your dog is having a seizure. So that was the story about how I thought Gabby was having a seizure, but she wasn't. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.